asked if the defendants were conceding, and counsel to the defendants had answered yes, because it is in line with what we already filed as our statement of defense, end quote. Counsel to the claimants then moved the motion brought pursuant to Order 17, Rule 1, Sub 1, and Order 34, Rule 4 of the 2017 Civil Procedure Rules of the Court and its inherent jurisdiction. The motion prayed for the following orders. 1. An order of the Honorable Court for final judgment for the first claimant for the sum of 6,819,548 naira, being the sum admitted by the first to third defendants out of the first claimant's total claim of 6,931,432 naira 2 kobo. 2. An order of the Honorable Court for final judgment for the second claimant against the defendant's respondents as per claimant's undisputed statement of material facts and second witness statement on oath in the sum of 8,768,508 naira. 3. An order of the Honorable Court for final judgment for the third claimant for the sum of 15,810,288 naira 50 kobo, being the sum admitted by the first to third defendants out of the third claimant's claim of 15,947,769 naira 25 kobo. And for such further or other orders as this Honorable Court may deem fit to make in the circumstances. The grounds of the application are: first to third defendants have admitted facts as canvassed in applicant's claimant's statement of material facts before the Honorable Court. The motion was supported by the affidavit of Franca Ajuma, the first claimant, whose deposition she averred was with the consent of the second and third applicant's claimants to depose on their behalves, where she averred that this suit was commenced in 2020 by the first to third claimant applicants claiming retirement benefits and entitlements from the defendants, that the first to third defendants filed a joint statement of defense dated 6th day of February 2023, wherein the defendants admitted in paragraphs 4, D, E, F as follows: that A, the first claimant is being owed pension arrears for 51 months, which culminates into a sum of 6,819,548 naira and not 6,931,432 naira 2 kobo. B, the defendants admit owing the second claimant his pension arrears due to insufficiency of funds. However, efforts are being made to be paid. C, the third claimant is being owed 70 months pension arrears, therefore is entitled to the sum of 15,810,288 naira 50 kobo and not 15,947,769 naira 25 kobo as claimed for 71 months. The deponent averred further that in the first to third defendant joint statement of defense and filed on behalf by their counsel, E. Amashi, Chief State Counsel, dated 6th day of February 2023, and filed on the same date, specifically paragraphs 4A, B, C, D, E, and F of the same, forming the admission upon which this application is pegged, is exhibited as Exhibit AA1, the witness statement of oath of Ajikpo Teresa, confirming the contents of the statement of defense, particularly paragraphs 3, B, D, A, E, hereto exhibited and marked as Exhibit AA2. She also averred that the applicants have waived the differential in their statement of claim and accept the amount admitted. And accept the amount admitted in the first to third defendant's statement of claim. Now, this court had previously, per Dr. J. ACN J, on the 24th of October 2022, ordered that parties file pleadings instead of proceeding with the originating summons. And in the statement of material facts filed on the 21st December 2022, as a consequence of that order, it was claimed as follows. A, an order entering final judgment in the sum of 6,931,432 naira, 2 kobo against the defendants for the first claimant. B, an order entering final judgment in the sum of 8,768,508 naira. C, an order entering final, that is for the second claimant. C, an order entering final judgment in the sum of 15,947,769 naira 25 kobo against the defendants for the third claimant. And D, cost of this suit. In the first to third defendant's joint statement of defense filed on 6 February 2023, annexed as Exhibit AA1, the defendants denied paragraphs 26, 29, 46, and 49 of the statement of facts. These to do with the calculated sums and amounts of the first to third claimants. They are reproduced as follows. That's 72,555 naira and 45 kobo per month for 52 months. First claimant is entitled to 3,772,883 naira 4 kobo only, representative of our standing pensioners at November 2022. First claimant statement of account with First Bank of Nigeria Limited covering the period of 1st January 2018 to 18th November 2022. The same shall be found upon at the trial of the suit as evidence showing what has been paid to the first claimant from the sum calculated and approved as a retirement benefits. The same was herein referred to as Annexure D1. Paragraph Paragraph 29, that the total balance of the first claimant's pension and gratuity with the defendants, which they have refused to pay her, is 6,931,432 naira 2 kobo only as at November 2022. Paragraph 46, that at 137,480 naira 75 kobo only per month for 71 months, third claimant is entitled to the sum of 9,761,133 naira 25 kobo only, representative of his outstanding pensions as at November 2022. That the total balance of third claimant's pension and gratuity with the defendants, which they have refused to pay him, is 15,947,169 naira 25 kobo only as at 3rd November 2022. Third claimant statement of account with First Bank of Nigeria Limited covering the period of 1st January 2015 to 7th December 2022, showing what has been paid to him from the sum calculated and approved as his retirement benefits. The same shall be found upon at the trial of this suit as evidence showing what has been paid to the third claimant from the calculated and approved as his retirement benefits. The same is hereinafter referred to as Annexure D. The defendants, however, went on to aver in paragraph 4 of their joint statement of defense that in furtherance to paragraph 1 above and in response to the whole of the statement, the defendant states as follows. A. Due to insufficiency of funds, the government of Benue State is paying pensioners in batches. B. The defendants admit that the claimants herein are being owed, but not to the amount they have stated herein. C. The claimants have been receiving their pensions and gratuity in various batches they belong to, and payments are still ongoing. D. First claimant is being owed pension arrears for 51 months, which culminates into a sum of 6,819,548 naira, and not 6,931,432 naira 2 kobo. E. The defendants admit owing the second claimant his pension arrears due to insufficiency of funds. However, efforts are being made to be paid. F. The third claimant is being owed 70 months pension arrears, therefore is entitled to the sum of 15,810,288 naira 50 kobo and not 15,947,769,025 kobo as claimed for 71 months. Without much ado, I find and I do hold straight away that the defendants have admitted the exact amount owed to each of the claimants, and the trial of the matter would no longer be necessary. In the face of these admissions, it is no wonder that the first claimant at paragraph 5 of the affidavit in support of the motion for judgment waived the differential in their statement of claim and accepted the amount admitted in the first to third defendant's statement of defense as shown earlier above. As a consequent, judgment is hereby entered for the claimants as follows. A. It is hereby ordered based on the admission of the defendants in their joint statement of defense and of their counsel before court that the first claimant be paid the sum of 6,819,548 as pension arrears for 51 months. B. It is also ordered based on the admission of the defendants in their joint statement of defense of no category. In their joint statement of defense, where there was no categorical denial of this sum, where no denial of this sum was made, and their counsel before the court, that the second claimant be paid the sum of 8,768,508 naira, being the total balance his pension and gratuity, being the total balance of his pension and gratuity arrears. C. Finally, it is ordered that the third claimant be paid the sum of 15,810,288 naira 50 kobo, being his pension arrears for 70 months, based on the admission of the defendants and their counsel. D. The sum of 600,000 naira is awarded against all the defendants as cost of the actions to be paid to the claimants. Judgment is entered accordingly and is to be complied with within 30 days of the delivery thereof. So that is the judgment of the court.
My lord, we appreciate the industry of the Honorable Court. We are most obliged, my lord.
Thank you, Mr. Okori. It's okay. I think we can call it a day.
Nice.
Around.
I think